So for this one, it's an internal wrist twist. This one can be a little tricky, so I don't want you to try to force it. You're gonna take it slow, and you don't have to go all the way. So your palms are out, thumbs are on top, and you're gonna hold it lightly with just your fingers. Don't grip your palm, just a fingertip grip. And then see if you can first just rotate internally and take the staff up to your shoulders. See how if you grip it too tight, you can't rotate the wrist. So fingertip grip here. Now, if you're comfortable to go further, you take it up to the head and maybe even in front. And at any point, if you say that does not feel good, then you just back right out and you return. All I'm really looking for is a sensation and a stretch up the inside, the pinky lines, up I guess the outside of your arms, pinky line. Once you're there, wherever you are, just smile and breathe. Breathe into the sensations, let them flow. When you hold any intense stretch for a while, one of two things happens. It gets more comfortable the longer you stay there, or it gets more uncomfortable the longer you stay. And you need to know which one it is, because if it's getting more and more uncomfortable, you're going to back off. If you're getting more and more comfortable, then you ease in. It's like a bath. If it's too hot, just step out and then put some cold water in. All right, release. You can turn your head to the side to unwind and come back down. Nice. Roll out the wrists. Roll and massage. Release. Nicely done. All right, now tuck in. Let the palms open. Good work. Now there's another move I haven't really taught for a long time. It's kind of an intense stretch, and I'm going to show you a few different versions of it, but it's going to open up these exact areas that we're looking for the heart and small intestine meridians. If you have shoulder injuries, or if there's any problems with deep rotation and elevation of your shoulder, you may want to opt out of this one. So you're going to tuck your staff under your right armpit like this. And it should be right around the middle of the staff. And then you're going to take your hand, you're going to tuck it under, and you're going to try to wrap your pinky around it like this to a vine grip. And then you take the end of the staff and slide it up so that your hand is close to the end, okay? This is where you probably need at least a 5-footer. If this already hurts, then don't go any further. If you're good here, you take your right hand now back, which brings the top forward, right? And then you reach up and you see if you can grab it. This is the hardest part, like where is it? See if you can find the top of it. Check in that right wrist is okay. Take your feet wide, bend your knees a little, and now you fold over and you draw the left hand down. This is called the catapult, but don't catapult your arm. You just make the movement like a catapult, and you stretch that whole outer edge of your pinky. Make sure your neck is okay. You can always do this standing a little taller also. You don't have to fold over that far. Fire is one of those things. If you stand in front of a warm fire, it can feel so nice. But if you get too close, it can burn you, right? Same thing with these stretches. Find the right proximity to the intensity of the pose. Now, come back up. And if you're able to stay here a little longer, there's one more. We're gonna do that side stretch one more time. The bottom hand goes across and the top hand bends over. And one more side bend here. Breathe into it. So the bottom hand's in front of you. Look up at the sky and smile. The ha sound here is good. Ha, the healing sound for the heart. All right, bend the opposite knee to move your weight back to center. And then release your top hand first. Raise your bottom hand up and then unwind your wrist. All right, your wrist might feel like it's dead. Shake it out. It's quite a stretch, I know. Rotate it. Get the blood flowing back in. Usually the soreness just goes away immediately. If you need to, you can also roll the wrist like this, massaging and rolling any sore spots out of the wrist, pinky line. Kind of fun, right? It's an intense stretch, but it's really it's got a lot to it. There's a lot in there. Okay, let's try the other side now. Armpit, tuck it under, and then you wrap this hand. You can hold it with the other finger to keep it in place. You wrap it across and over, and you try to make a vine grip here with just even one finger is all you really need. 1 or 2 fingers there. Slide the staff back because you need room to grab it on the other end. If it's too far forward, there's nothing to grab. Now you take this front hand backward, which brings the other end forward for you to reach up and hold. And it's perfectly fine to stay right here. You might feel plenty intensity right here. If you want, then you take the front hand down and you can fold forward to create that full body stretch through the pinky line, outer arm. Here's a pro tip. If you twist the staff like a screwdriver, one way will release your fingers, be careful. The other way tightens it up so that you can get a better grip on your fingers. So you'll have to just try both and see which does what. Let your neck relax, breathe. If it's hurting, don't force it, just back off. All right, bend the knees, stand up. Keep that grip if you can. Take the bottom hand now across your midline, which causes the upper hand to go over, and you create another side bend. Rotate your head, look up. Ha sound with a smile. Ha. The healing sounds are things we all do naturally. It's just a way to go with your own natural instincts, which we often repress. So the ha sound opens the heart, the small intestine. Ha. Feel how the outer arm is opening on both arms. And then bend the knee, move your hips to center. Take your top hand down the back. Release the pressure, release the hand, and then unwind your other arm. And shake it out. Nicely done. And again, after that intense twist, your wrist might feel sore, but your other hand's probably feeling fine now, right? So it goes away. So shake it, roll it, massage it.